before we begin? Hello. Hiya. So we just give it a minute before we start, otherwise I just end up doing lots of stopping and starting. But yeah, a couple of things. So I'm going to be using a 32. So you can use a 32 too if you want. Just kind of the bigger your hoop is, the more room you're going to have to kind of move around in it, which is kind of important. So let's just wait one more minute. So we're going further, right? Let some more people in. Lovely, hello. Hello, good to see you, Karen. Wait a minute, because there's always some more people. And then we'll start. Literally 1 minute. Right, I'm going to turn this music down and I'm just going to start actually. I don't want to have to keep on waiting, to be honest. Oh, what am I doing? Here we go, sorry, I'm opening Teams. Don't want to open Teams. Teams is wrong. Close Teams. There we go, we're back. Okay, so I will just go over a few things as we do have a new face here today. Hello. So this is my living room, okay? It's a normal living room. There's not a lot of space. It's pretty narrow. I have normal ceilings too, so there's no kind of smoke and mirrors going on, so to speak. This is the camera that you see me on, so this is the webcam that films me. I see you guys over here on my laptop, so if you see me disappear over here or something like that, then I'm letting somebody in, or I'm dealing with something that's been typed or something to do with the computer. And if you're purchasing a takeaway video, then you see me over here, which is my other computer, which is recording me. So there's lots of things going on in my setup. So first things first, I will unmute, sorry, dog's coming. I will mute you all, and if you want to ask me a question at any point because you're stuck, just unmute yourself, but please afterwards put yourself back on mute, otherwise we end up with lots of background noise. Go on upstairs. Okay, right, so make sure you can see me, you're all muted, brilliant. Ah, you like Mr. Minx? You can have him, I will send him to you. Okay, so for these kind of tricks, I tend to keep my hair out the way. Your hair, your rules, but that's kind of what I do, because I find if you've got hair, it's quite slippery, or it can kind of get in the way of stuff. So I just kind of put mine way up out of the road, and that way I know that I'm not going to knock it out the way. Nice little coin flippy there. I'm not going to knock it out the way too much. Again, I'm using a 32-inch polypro hoop. I do tend to normally do things on a 30, but I use 32 for performing, and I have a set of them, and I don't like to change hoops. Plus, for these kind of tricks, I would say that having a little bit more room as a beginner is probably what you're going to look for. I'm just going to let another person in. There we go. Okay, nice. All right, so let's make a start. So I'm going to start off nice and kind of more on the basic side of it. It's all tricky because they're tricks and they're hard. But I'm going to start with some basic stuff, and I'll just do as I normally do, just adding things in as we go. If you find that like I'm going over a lot of ground, which I do, it's not because it's an expectation that you get everything. It's just so people at different levels have kind of got something to play with, or if you just have that eureka moment, just, you know, tomorrow, you're not there going, now what do I do with that, okay? So I'm going to start, and I'm going to start with my dominant hand, which is my right hand, which is the one with the tattoo. Good, good, good. And I'm going to start my hoop spinning in a lasso position. And my hoop is going anti-clockwise. And it's in front of me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for this gap now. So when the hoop is here, as it's spinning, and I'm going to put my elbow in, the hoop will carry on going around, it will touch my elbow, I remove my hand, and it will keep on going around on my elbow. So I'm here, lasso position. Don't have it going too fast if this is the first time you've done this, and you're looking for this gap here, and we're going to plonk whoosh our elbow in, and then begin with it on our elbow. Very good, okay? Whoops, so I'm going from the same hand. So I'm going right, look for the gap at the side, now, and plonk. And I just barge it in, making contact with the side of my hoop, allowing it to go around. Nice, good. And it does take a little while, and a couple of tips are don't have your elbow too far up, and try and keep as compact as possible, and just move into it. I mean, if you want, you can put it on with your other hand, but I'm gonna start here. Okay, so it's spinning, and I'm looking for the gap now. So when it's here, and then I put my elbow in, the hoop goes around it, and my hand is out. So I'll show you from a different point of view. Here we go, right hand, anti-clockwise, gap, gap, gap. This is where the elbow barge, elbow goes in, take hand out, it's now on the end of my elbow, nice and calmly going around. So from the back, swingy, 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 gap, 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 because it's on my right arm, my right hand, so I'm looking for the gap on the right side. And then I'm just gonna plonk it in, and it will go around on my elbow. And when I start it, I'm not isolating for my start. I'm just starting with a nice lasso, and I start with my hand, my arm a little bit lower, because it's way harder to fight up there than it is to pick your battle down here at this level. That's it. Good. So just looking for that gap and in and pushing. Okay. Good. Nice. So just practice doing that. And if you've not got it yet, you will get it. Don't worry. These things do take time. One of the things you can do if you have got to this point and you're okay, which is a few of you, keeping it in front of you, you're going to wait until the hoop is on this side. Okay, so as it's spinning, so imagine it's spinning when it comes to here. So now. And I'm going to take my arm, my forearm, outside of the hoop onto the other side, and I'm going to tap it and reverse the direction. So I add in a little tap, and I add in a little tap. So that's something you can do if you are confident with having it in front of you. You can just have a go at changing those directions. And you can have a go at doing that with both elbows, both arms. So this is my left. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm looking for the gap at the side, and then I'm just going to put my elbow in and transfer. And I know I use the word just like it's simple. It's not. It does take a while. It's all about timing and practice, but you will get there. And again, waiting until the bulk of the hoop is on the left, because it's on my left arm, bringing my forearm on the outside and reversing that direction. Reversal, nice little reversal. You can even go for a double or a triple or however many you can do if you want to. Okay, so just gonna have a quick look at you. That's it. No, go for it, Karen. You got it. That's it. Look for that gap. Nice, nearly. So let's do it together if we're not sure. So I'm going to go on my right arm, and again, so listen to the instructions. I keep my arm very low, so my arm is here, it's down kind of at my waist length. Yeah, there's no gap here, it's just nice here, and my hoop's going anti-clockwise in my right hand, and then I'm looking now, and when I see that gap appear on my right side, I'm going to push my right elbow into the gap, making contact with the hoop and taking the rest of my arm out, and then pushing, keeping it nice and calm. Look at that. And if you, nice, good, Karen. Come on, Paola, let's have a go. Let's get it going. Let's look for that gap. Andrea, we good? You want to ask me a question? No, you all good? You can do this? You here? So we're going to crank it up another notch in a moment. So just want to make sure we can all kind of get that. So Paola, now. Yeah, nearly. That's good. Get the confidence. So when you see it swing onto that side, we go in and transfer. Nice, we've got it. And then we can have a little go at those breaks. So I do it like super close up for you here. So it's on my right, gap at this side, in goes the elbow. Okay, and I can take it off again. And if I'm doing the break super close up, looking until the hoop is mostly on this side, bringing this forearm out and using just where my wrist is and just pushing back and forth on the hoop, creating these breaks. Okay, nice. So just having a little look. Remember, keep those elbows nice and low. Today is going to be a pretty hardcore lesson. You have been warned. Nice. All right. So I'm going to step it up a little bit. Okay. So what we're going to do is, if we've got it here, yeah, what we can do is we can pass it on to the other elbow. Yeah, so again, this is my dominant, which is my right. It's going anti-clockwise, and I'm going to look for the gap now. So when the gap is mostly to my left, and I'm going to put my other elbow in, and when it touches my other elbow, I'm going to take the other one out. Okay, so it's going around on my right. Now. Elbows ready. Put it in, take the other one out. Once you've got it there, put the other one in, take the other one out, and just have a little practice at playing with them and adding breaks if you're at a level where you can do that nicely. Add some breaks and just kind of play around with your sense of direction with it. Which way you're passing it, which way is the hoop going when you pass it, what's your preferred way, and maybe go a different way and explore that. Nice. So if you want to ask me any questions, you can. I know it's difficult. So I'm just going to look and kind of talk through with it. So Paola, it's Paola, isn't it? Yes. Nice, good. Okay, that was good. You got it onto your elbow. So remember, keep your elbows low. Yeah? So if we get it onto the elbow, we don't want to go, whoa, because that's going to make it out of control. And it's the first time we've got it there, so it's even more scary. So we just keep it nice, good, and keep it nice and folded and nice and strong and compact. Good. That's it. Let's have a little go. So I'm just having a little look and then zoom in on Andrea. She's all the way over there with the sexy. There we go. Ready? Now. I'm counting you in. Get that elbow. Nice. Nearly. Keep your feet firmly on the ground. We'll do it again. So we're here. If you want to join me with a walkthrough, you can. Looking for it. This side, this side, this side. You ready? Let's all go together. So now. In. Okay. Ask me if you are unsure. Please do. Unmute yourself, please. Yes.
When I start with, like when I'm doing the lasso, I low.
Yeah.
And then I have to bend and put it a bit more up.
Yeah.
Like this. And then it should be like this height.
Yes. So yeah, you've totally got it. You've got the method. Yeah. So you want it to, as it's spinning. If I show you, what's the best angle for you? Maybe if I show you from here. So it's in my right hand going anti-clockwise, and I'm looking for this moment now, here. So when the hoop's here, and what I do is I stick my elbow up, and as the hoop spins, it's going to touch my elbow, and then I'm just going to fold, and then it's going to keep going just around my elbow. Yeah? So here, this bit, in, fold, around the elbow. You'll crack it. You will crack it. Okay? So just keep trying. Look for that gap. Now, yes, good. Try not to stop. Just let it go on and then just push nicely into it. And just play around with it. You're going to get it. Nice. Good, Karen. That was good. That was good. So make sure it's nice and calm. So Paula, we're here again. It's going around from the lasso. Now, so this bit at the side, and we're just going to go forward with the elbow. Yeah, so we're not going to go up. We're just going to go in. Nearly. Good. You just missed it ever so slightly with the timing. Karen, you can get that in. Good, Karen. Still watching you, Paula. Let's go. Nearly. So make sure it touches that elbow before you take that hand out. Yeah, so it's going around and it's going to touch and back in. You're going to get it. Just play with it. Now, I've added a little element to this, and this might be a little bit difficult, but I'll just throw it in and just it's just food for thought. It's something you might want to play with, and you might get the bravery to just go, fuck it, I'm going to try it, okay? So what it is when we're here, it's in my right hand, look for the gap, 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 and I'm going to go, whoa, and I'm in, yeah? I'm then going to extend my non-dominant arm, which is my left. So my non-dom arm is nice and straight. And I'm going to pull this elbow back. So I'm going to stretch it back. I'm going to imagine I'm kind of like pulling a bow. So I'm here and I'm going to pull this baby back. And as it's swinging, as the hoop swings around the top and goes to come down, I'm going to place it onto my arm and it's going to roll down and you're going to catch it. Okay, so like I said, if you're not feeling it, so I know that Helen will have a go at this, I know that Karen might have a go at this, some of people might not, and on the takeaway you might not as well, but it's cool. Just think about it. You've got something to play with. So it's here. It's going to swing up, and as it comes around, and it's coming up to the top, arm extended, I'm going to pull back, and I'm going to push it down onto that arm and release. Nice! Helen, that was good. That was good. Nearly, Karen, good. And the way, if I show you from this angle, you might be able to see. So again, this is for people with takeaway videos as well. So here we go. So it's going to swing. So when I see it coming over here now, I know it's going to come up to this top bit. And that's when I'm pulling back and pushing on. Nice, nearly, Karen. Okay, so like I said, if you're not there, you're just going to practice getting that elbow in, yeah? Or passing it to that other elbow. Whoa, and passing it back. Or you're going to add a break. Or 2 or 3. Whatever your jam is. And then this is in my dominant. And it's going to swing up and down. And as it does, I'm going to pull back and release into a lovely roll. Nice, nice, nice. And Paula, you're getting better at that. It's getting there, it's getting there. So just having a spot. And like I said, just giving these things so people can play around with them. Yeah, there's no pressure. And if you do have the video, you can keep on coming back to it. So you'll get back to that point. So there you go. Okay. Whoa, pinged off. Having a look at Andrea all the way over there too. So let's see, nearly. So make sure, so Paula, when we get that arm in, make sure there's enough room on this side, yeah? So there's enough room in and it takes it. And the beauty of using Zoom is you can use yourself. You can look at yourself in your video and start to spot your hoop gap now, and then just whoosh, foldy, foldy. Someone's you can hear someone's stuff. Let's have it. Okay, cool. Okay. So if you're doing the roll again, I'll go over that one more time, and then we really are going to crank it up a bit. So I hope you guys brought your game faces. Here we go. It's here. Arm extended. Pull back, and as it swings at the top, you're going to release it, pushing it down onto that hand. And catching in a lovely roll. And equally, you've got your non-dom direction. So I'm going to go left to right, which will probably mess up because I'm showing it, but we're all human here, so it's fine. And you'll do it again. There we go. Didn't mess up. Fantastic. Good work. Questions? Yes.
Sorry.
It's okay.
So basically now I can put the elbow in sometimes. When I do it, the hoop does one turn and then it kind of like slides away
Okay.
in that direction.
So what we want to make sure is happening is that we're keeping our elbow in one place and we've got enough of our elbow in so it's not flying off. Okay, so I'm looking at you whilst I'm doing it, don't worry. So arm nice and low, put the elbow in, it's nice and low and it's compact, and you've got to actively be pushing into it every time it touches. You're feeling that beat with that elbow. Okay, that's it. Now get that elbow in now, nearly. And try not to go too high up. So if I go in and I go high up, I may miss. Yeah, if I'm down here, I know that it's gone in because I'm going to feel it start to go around the back of my my arm. Okay, so I'm going to watch you do it and explain. That's it. So now. So your timing's a little off. So you want to make sure now. So when it's at this point here, elbow in, obviously the hoop will continue to turn, it will touch here and this arm will come out and you'll keep on pushing like so. Okay, so I'm watching you, let's go. Nearly, let it come around, let it do its journey. Let it touch the elbow and then take that hand away. Yes, bit better. Don't move when you do it. Keep yourself nice and still and composed. And I understand at first it is a lot that's going on and we can get a bit panicky, and it's totally normal. You're not doing anything that's abnormal. You're doing everything that everybody does when they're learning this trick. So you are on the road to success. It's okay. Okay, good. Just get a little spot around. Good, Karen, nice. Keep those feet on the ground. Andrea, let's have a little look. Nice. And pull back and release. Right, Andrea, make sure you pull back, and then as it swings up, whoosh, down onto that arm. So let's have a go at really pulling back and allowing it to go down that arm. And in a minute, we're gonna move, but it is going to be based on elbow, so we are stepping up based there. Okay, so one more goes at the rolls. Nice, Karen. That's it. Nice, well done. Very good. Good. My only thing I'd say about that is try not to turn in too much when you do it. Try and keep your chest nice and open so you can really have that pull back and really place it down. If we end up turning, we might miss out a lot of our arm and then not catch it very well. Nice, Paola. Come on, let it go on that elbow and then leave that arm out. Yes, nearly. So when you get that elbow in, let it go around the elbow. It's like you're stopping it. Elbow. Nearly. Okay. All right. I'm going to move on, and obviously if you're playing with that one bit, then you're playing with that one bit at the moment. But this is where we're going to go with it. So I'm going to start off just teaching things on this vertical plane, and I'm going to move to horizontal. And I might leave some things out, and I might throw them in according to how we get on. So I'm going to come back to this point, this nice starting point, and I'm going to go just again, dominant arm. Go with your dominant arm, don't overcomplicate it at this point unless you know what you're doing, in which case get practicing that other side now. So I'm facing the front, and I'm going to turn my body to the side. Voila. Yeah? So now my elbow is at the side of me, and then I'm going to turn my body away, and now the hoop is behind me. Yeah? So front, side, back. And it's my body that's moving. So I'll show you from a different angle just in case it's a bit like hard to translate over a video. So here, arm is in, I'm facing the hoop. I turn to the side, the hoop is at the side of me, I am facing forward. I'm going to turn away, so I'm going to turn to the left, but my back's going to be to the hoop, and the hoop's behind me. So I'm really not moving my arm, it's really my body that's moving around, and that's allowing the hoop to change where it is. Now, when you notice that I do this, I keep my arm pretty calm. You want to kind of lean your hand on the top of your breast, if you want to, or your chest, you can, to try and keep it in tow. Yeah, but what you don't want to be happening is you don't want it to be coming up, you don't want gaps either. So you want it to all be nice and compact. Okay, so let's just have a little go at that maneuver, and then we're going to look at passing that behind our back. So I think it's easier to start from this forward position instead of going into a scooping it onto the back, but I will cover that for the takeaway as well. So now, Paula, get that elbow in, nearly. When you get your elbow in, not here, here. Yeah, so in, so it's just going in at the side. Yeah, so it's not going in here, just in at the side. That's it, and as soon as it touches it, just actively pushing into it, keeping it nice and low. You can also have a go if you want at starting it in your other hand and look for the gap, and then put your elbow in the gap just to get a feel for it if you would like. If it overcomplicates it, come back to the starting point. Okay, we all got that little movement. And equally, if you're, so another thing, you can do this from a lasso. So you can be facing forwards, lasso, turn to the side, set the side, turn, it's behind you, and then you can turn back again. Okay, so you can do it any which way. So lasso, facing forward, lasso, turn my body to the side, lasso, turn to the back, and it's behind me. Keep that arm nice and low, Paula, and really push into the hoop. You want to keep it on that elbow. Okay. So think about the timing, and when it goes on, don't buckle it, just push nicely into it. Allowing it to go around, pushing, feeling it rocking, dish, dish, dish around it. Okay? Alright. So it is tricky, it's all tricky, and you're all kind of at different points, but that's okay. Here we go. So if we're here, and it's on my elbow, and I'm facing the front, and then I'm facing the side, and then I'm facing away, it's behind me. Whoops. Now when I do that, what I do, so if I start here, so you can see me, so I'm pushing, side, back. I keep my forearm in line with the side of my body. Okay, so I'm like this, so I've got these little T-Rex kind of wings going on, yeah? So we keep it here, and that way it's nice and straight and compact, and we're just pushing in, and what you're going to look for is the hoop showing up on your opposite side. So it's on my right, I'm pushing, we're pretending the hoop is there, and then I see the hoop on my right, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my arm, keeping it in line with the side of me, just like here. I'm going to put that one back into the gap, taking the hoop off, and then taking this elbow out and pushing into it. So I'll show you so you can see it in real time. So the hoop is spinning, it's on my right. I keep this arm in line. I'm looking now for it, and then I'm going to push just straight back, keeping this hoop, keeping my arm in line with the side of me, and drop it, and transfer it. So there we go, start again. There we go, so in, and you take it. Okay, so I'll do it again, and I'm looking at you guys whilst I'm doing it. So it's going around, and I'm just going to go plonk, and take it. Yeah, and it's going to be equally the other way as well. It's going to be behind me, and if you can do it one way, you're going to do it the other way. Okay, so just going to have a little look. Let's try. That's it, Paula, that's it. Okay, so Paula, looking at you, your arm is coming up, and we want it down here. Here, yep. And we want it when you're pushing in, we're just pushing with the rhythm of the hoop. And the idea is to keep it nice and calm and just going around. Okay, good. That's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. And bring that arm lower. Up here is like, you're also giving it a push up every time, which is gonna help it bounce off basically, which is not what we want. Nice. So have a little look. Good, Helen. So Helen, try and add a break and then send it back the other way. Nice. And let's try that non-dominant direction, which is going to be SOB, but we got it. So I'm just looking at you guys. Oh, Binksy, seriously, can you not just leave me alone for an hour? There we go, so you're looking to bring that arm, Karen, nice with the side of your body. That's it. So try and keep that arm, that forearm, so you can have a go at just like touching the side of your body with your hand, which will allow it to stay there. So again, from this side, going around, hand on the side and in. Yeah, and then we can reverse the direction. Same thing as we did on the front, just bringing that forearm onto the outside of the hoop. It's swinging, coming down, and whoop. Right, no, upstairs. Come on, upstairs. Got half an hour. Sorry. Come on, upstairs, because you're a distraction. Thank you. There we go. So how are we getting on? Okay, we're doing all right. I don't think we'll touch duck-ins with it today. I will come back to them another time. And we'll take it onto this level in a minute. We'll go up vertical. Okay, so having a little look. So Andrea, let's see you turning to the side, looking for that gap on the opposite side, keeping that arm in line with the side of your body. Come on, take that one out. So Paula, keep drilling that elbow. We gotta get that elbow. We'll be taking it onto this plane in a moment, so it'll be a little bit different, so don't worry. Nice, nearly got it on your elbow, Paula. Let's go. So Andrea, I'm just having a spot about. That's it, so turn. It's behind you now, Andrea. Now. Yeah, nearly. Okay, so you're doing what I call pudding, and when we pudding it, what happens is when we pass, so we're nice here, and then we go with this one. We don't follow the instruction, which is line it up here. Yeah, so we're like this, and then what you end up doing is you go like that, and it ends up pringing off. So we want to keep nice and straight. So here appears here, back, out. Yeah, in, out, in, out. So just keep these hands like little robot hands at the side of you, and just see how they get on. Nice, looking for that. Nearly. So make sure it's passed before you take that other elbow out. So it's passed, and I'm out. Reverse direction, and we're gonna go. Here we go. Pass. Oh, I pringed it because I did exactly the same. Okay. Good. Okay, nice. There's quite a few, there's some really nice transitions and ways of stopping it as well, but we'll come to them another time because it might be a little bit overloady for today. Nice. Good. Alright, I'm going to change where we're at because I'm just thinking about time, and my intention is to cover elbows and shoulders, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm here and I'm going to just start from my neck, okay? So I'm keeping my feet firmly on the ground. You want to keep your shoulders, what I like to call strong. I just call it strong, yeah? So just keep them strong. Don't have them, keep them strong. And you're going to be pushing the hoop, keeping it going around your neck. Okay, so we're there. And again, you're pushing really strong with your neck. Yeah, keeping your shoulders down and planted and nice and strong. What you don't want to happen is for your shoulders to start doing that just yet, okay? Cool. Good. All right. So one of the things we're going to think about is space and gaps and timing. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my arm up the gap. Nice. And as I do, I'm going to keep the hoop going around at the bottom. So up and down, up and down, up and down. And we're on duck out territory here, but if we're going to go into bunny ears, which is what I'm going to be showing you, so we're going to be looking at this, okay, then we need to be able to get into it from some point. And this is the easiest point. Going into a lasso can be tricky, because if you're going into a lasso, you're going to start with the hand that's in the direction you pass to, so mine's the left. I'm going to look for the bulk of the hoop behind me, and then I'm going to fold in and then keep it on here, okay? So I'm going to teach it from here because this is a nice easy base point. All right, so what we're doing is we're looking for the gap. Hi. Yeah, and here. Hey. And after a while, once we kind of know where they are, we're not going to just put our arm up, hey, nice and straight. We're going to fold it, okay? But before we do that, we're just going to practice getting our head out the other side, yeah? So I'm going to put my arm up, and as my arm goes up with this gap here, I'm going to put my head out. So arm up, head out, back in. Nice and strong with those shoulders. Arm up, head out, back in. Nice and strong with those shoulders. Let's see how we're going. Nice, good, Karen, nice. All about timing. You missed the entrance back in, but that was really good. Again, nice, Andrea, good. Make sure as soon as it comes back round that you're actively pushing with your neck, keeping it going. Let's have a look, Paola. Let's have a little look. So let's just concentrate, Paola, on getting those gaps. Yeah? That's it, that's it. So when you put your arm up, just keep it moving, pushing, then come back down. Okay, like I said, these things are hard, all right, but we've got to go through the wall if we want it. So we're here, we're doing it. And a lot of people in this class, some of these people come to my classes in real life, and they'll tell you, like, it takes time. So don't worry, just keep going. So gap, arm, gap, head out, head back in. Okay, and then eventually what we're going to do is we're going to go arm, and we're going to fold the arm as we take our head out, and then I'll show you without the hoop. So it's going to be swinging around my neck, we're pretending, and I'm going to put my arm up, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put my arm up and fold it, and then my head is going to come out the side, and I'm going to move this arm, like I said before when we were doing it here, to the side of my body. I'm going to be bent over, pushing into the hoop, and I'm going to have it on that different plane, okay? So I'm here, arm up, fold out, pushing into the hoop, bringing that arm to the side of my body, actively pushing into it. And if at any point I'm like, oh shit, I'm going to look for the gap, and I'm just going to stand back up and knock it off, okay? Nice, Karen. Good. We're not going to be far off. Let's have a go at just swinging this arm to the side. Good control there, Paola. That's it. So as soon as you get that arm up, keep pushing. So actively pushing with this chest area and with this area here, keeping it up above here. Good work. Good work. Andrea's gone to fetch a hoop. Nice. Nice, Helen. Nearly. Looking. So let's go for that gap and folding that arm. Good, Andrea, nice. Good, good, good. Okay, I'll branch on in a moment. That's it. Any questions you want to ask me now. Okay, good, nice. Cool. Right, I'll show you where we're going with it in case having that delay where it's on your elbow might be scuppering you a little bit. So this is what it's all leading up for. So we're just going to do some bunny ears. So we're here. Okay. our arm goes up or out. Once you get confident with this, you'll just go up with your elbow, yeah, and just out the side. And remember, you're going to bend over straight away and you're going to bring that arm to the side of your body. This is really important. Keeping in line with your body is what's going to help you. Gaps and alignment, okay, and timing and practice. Okay, so here we go. We're in and we're out. Brilliant. So it's going around and I'm just pushing into it so you can see, and I'm keeping that arm at the side. I'm just showing you. And then I'm looking for the gap above me, just like we did when we were stood up the other way. And I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to bring my arm up nice and clean and transfer. Yeah, and when I do that, I just go up, see the gap, up, out. And I'm keeping in line with my body in this weird robot kind of thing that I've got going on there. Okay, and you really have to actively push. So I'll show you from here, so I'll show you from behind. So we take it to the basics here, out, arm, bent over, so I've got a nice flat back. I can see the hoop coming on the other side, and then I'm in, whoop, not in, came off, and then I'm in, and I'm going to do that nice pass. There we go. And as it passes, I take the other arm out. Okay, so let's have a little look. And if you bend your back down just like that, you don't need to be messing your back up or anything like that. There is no need. And just keep those arms at the side of you. And just go from the neck for now, and we'll look at going in from lassos another time. That's it, good. Good, spotting around, you're all doing really well. Okay, nice. That's it, that's the key. Once you get yourself up into it, actively pushing, bending over, bringing that arm in line with your body. If you want a nice clean pass, this is a deal breaker. Nice, nearly. It's okay, we're good, we're good. So you've got to make sure it's going around your arm in order for you to duck out the other side. Yeah, so you duck out, it will be going around your arm. And then remember, just like we did here, so when we had it here, here, we saw the hoop on the other side and we just went straight back and took the other one out. Yeah? Straight back, took the other one out. And we're doing exactly the same, but we're down here. So we're up, we see the hoop here, straight up and out. Yeah? Nearly. And you really have got to, like I said, keep it nice and strong and really isolate areas like we do with tricks and make sure it's just that area that we're moving and concentrating on. Because that's good, Karen. Now line up your other arm. Nearly. The twist did it. Yeah, keep yourself nice, don't move. Keep yourself nice and straight. You're here, you're going to see it on here and you're just going to go whoosh, out. Yeah? Feet on the ground. We've got this. Nice. Think about lining up. Look for that gap. Up and don't stand up. Keep those feet on that ground. And as soon as you transfer it, just go strong. And once you've transferred it as well, if you're like, shit, I need to do something now, just transfer, look for the gap at the front and stand back up into it. So I'll show you from this angle so you can see. So we go here. And then I'm going to pass, and then as it swings around here, I just stand back up into it. Okay? You will get it. It does just take practice. So we want it to be nice and timed. So slow, steady. And once you push up, you just want to push in, keeping it going. So that's why you don't want to be like, whoa, because you want to be able to go, okay, keep going, keep going, keep going. That's it. So sometimes being a bit rhythmical with it helps. So just feeling it, knowing where it is when it is there. Okay. I'm gonna just like again just branch on a bit, just again for the purpose of takeaways and light at the end of the tunnel and things like that. So let's say I've passed it and I pass again. Okay, so my options again are just stand up in here or bend my knees, bend in here and swing this arm. So this arm goes from being here at this side and I'm just going to swing it out, okay, which is going to carry the hoop forward, and then I'm going to put the other elbow in and pass it, and then I'm just going to keep on doing this motion. So pass, pass, swing forward, pass, back, pass, swing forward, pass. So you're doing this motion, and this is how we do these continuous elbow passes, okay, which they're crowd pleasers. Although I do feel like I look like a hula hooping T-Rex when I've got my arms like this, but okay. And you just go round and round and round. If you want to stand up at any point, you can just knock it off. Alright. And in a moment, I'm going to talk about shoulders, just because I know we've got 10 minutes. Pushing in. Good, Paula, get that hand up. Nice. When you get that hand up, really push here. Try not to push too far around here. Yeah, so one side here, one side here. Okay. Nice. Okay, how long we got? We got like 10 minutes, so let's talk about these guys quickly in 10 minutes. So back to this point, these things all fit in together. That's why I'm teaching them together. Here we go. So I'm coming back to this point, which once you get the hang of it, it's pretty chill. Like you can just kind of, yep. So, and again, you really want to get to grips with where gaps are and when they're there. So a little exercise I like to do, just close your eyes and just be like hand up, hand up, hand up, hand up. And then you know because you're feeling that beat and that will help. Okay? So what we're going to do, what we were doing before is we'll put in an arm up or we'll put in an elbow up. So now we're going to put the top of our shoulder blade in. And we're going to drop the other one, so we kind of, it looks a bit zombie-esque. So we're going to be like here, and then we're going to go up, and we're just going to push with that top of our shoulder blade. Okay, and I want you to imagine that the top of your shoulder blade is like your elbow, so I want you to imagine it's all pointy. Yeah, and just really actively push into that hoop. Okay, I want you to practice both sides. So this is my left. Push, 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 push. And then this is my right. Push, 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 push. Yeah, and just have a little go, just being like ping, 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 ping. Okay. Nice. Good. Do try and stay still. That's it. Because you want to be good. That's it. And common themes are too much moving around, which just confuses it. And common themes are once you get that once you get that shoulder in, opening up your elbow area underneath. So if I go like that and then open this up, oh, it's just going to buckle down. So you want to keep, again, follow the lines of your body. So keep your arms at the side of you, and then you can just nicely just up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, yeah? So you're just kind of shrugging your shoulders, but when you shrug them, you're not going like that. No, down. Good, nice. Karen, we've still got a gap. Let's get rid of that gap. Good, good, good. Keep your body nice and straight. Good, nice. Be really conscious of that gap. And try and just hold those elbows in your side. Nice. Good, Andrea, that's good. Same with you. Make sure you just push up and then just a little bit in and out, in and out. Good. Okay, I think we might at the most we could manage a duck out and some shoulder spins maybe. Yeah. So again, with what we were doing before, we were putting our arm up and we were spotting that gap and we were coming out the gap and going in like this. Yeah. So we're going to do the same thing, but it's going to be the top of the shoulder blade will come up and then your head's going to lean out of the gap. Now when you do this is why I said about hair, you just need to watch your hair and you need to make sure you've got enough space, okay? So as it's going here, I'm going to go up, push, 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 and again I'm being conscious of this gap here, and as I see the hoop appear here, I'm going to put my head down out of the way, but as I do it I'm going to be careful, and it is tricky, this is all very tricky, okay, so go easy on yourself. So I'm going to go up, spot the gap, out, and if you notice when I do it, I go up and out, yeah? So it's my head that goes to the side. I don't go over to one side. So I'm actively trying to send this up and this to the side, yeah? So I'm not going like that, if that makes sense, yeah? So here, and I'm up, push, 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 gaps on this side. And as soon as your head's out this side, you've got to make sure there's enough of your shoulder blade sticking up, and you've got to make sure that you're pushing actively as much as you can into the hoop, because you want it to keep on spinning. Yeah, you don't want it to come down, right? So here we are. Up we go, looking for that gap. Out I go. And I'm pushing, push, push, push. I'm looking for the gap again, and I'm back in. Okay, so if that was a little bit too fast, I'll show you from behind. So I'm just going to go up with my left and make sure there's enough of my shoulder up, because if there isn't and then I go like that, this is going to collapse and this is going to go wrong. So here, 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 up, push, 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 looking for the gap, 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 and out, push, 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 looking for the gap, and back in. That's it, and make sure you just push at the side, not to the front, not over, just up. Again, we're following the lines of our body and we are conscious of being compact. Compact is the word of the day. You heard it here first. There you go. Good, so just looking. That's it. And hair is a pain in the arse. There's no way around it. I mean, unless you want to shave it off or wear a shower cap. or a swimming cap. That would be even better. Because if your hair's on top of your head, it can smash it on the way up. If it's at the back, it can catch it on the way out. If it's down, it's just going to get all up in the way. So it really is, honestly, it's tricky. And I, personally, when I do performances and people will be like, why don't you have your hair down? And I'm like, it's because I can't do half the shit I want to do if I've got my hair down. So just think about your hair. So nice, so we're all together. And we're just going to go up, looking for that gap, and out. Push, 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 look for the gap, stand up. Whoa, breathe. Compact. So no opening up, just pushing up. Push up, don't open up. That's it, that's it. And when you do, you want to really push, 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 push. And it took me ages to get these, so honestly, I don't want anyone being hard on themselves because it's not worth it. I've done it, don't do it. Be better than that. That's it, push in, nice. So Paula, when we get that shoulder, I need an anatomy lesson. When we get that shoulder blade up, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna push, we're just kind of pushing in and then out, yeah? So we just bob, 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 and out. So we don't want it to, whoa, 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 come down. We just wanna ish, 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 out. And you can just practice that. It's like kicking a ball. That's it. Yes. Yes, lady. And when you do it, don't bring your arm over here. Keep it at the side. Because the more you bring it around to the front, the more it's going to come down. Yeah? So keep it at the side. I cannot stress the words compact, follow the lines of your body enough. Good. Nice head. Good, Karen. That's good. And okay, that's good. That was good. You got it. You got it. You got it. And that will happen sometimes. Sometimes people struggle with it's the actual getting your head out bit, rather than it is the shoulder blade bit. And if you are finding that when you're doing it, it's just like you go up and then it flies off, then at least you've got your timing. You know that you're getting your head out. You know that the only thing that you need to work on then is go, right, I need to go higher with this. Yeah, I need to follow the line of my body and I need to push into it. Yeah, that's it. You've got your head out. And you'll get your head back in. It'll be fine. About the way you came. You came out there and you get back in there. It's fine. That's it. And again, really not opening up this elbow, which is still a common theme. Okay, so imagine like you're in a hoop corset. Yeah, so you're keeping everything really close and tight. Beautiful, you can do it. Nice, nearly. So Karen, when we do it, we're gonna go up and just side. Yeah, keep yourself nice and straight. Yeah, you got it. You're doing it. You're doing it. That's why I'm pushing you, because you're so close. You're so close to a spin. Up, out, one spin. Yeah, it opened up again. It's this gap. It's really annoying. Video yourself, you'll see it and you'll be like, oh my god. That's it, pushy, way. And oh yeah, it's hard, it gets frustrating, it takes a lot out of us, and like the more we start to, all of us gets involved, it's gonna go wrong. So just go, right, stop, I know, check what you're doing. That looks, yep. Let's have a little look at everybody. That, yeah, it's hard. You're all doing really, really well, honestly. And remember, you're at the side, not at the front. You're up, and then you're out of the other side, and then you're back in, and that's it. She says. It's hard. Look for the gap. Nearly. Still doing it. It's going to really annoy you forever. There is so much more we can go over, but we don't have time, and we need to be able to do prereqs in order to really go nuts with it. Nice coin flip. I've got some more coin flips as well that I'm working on. Anyway, so we will revisit, and you guys who come to my in-class, in-person classes, we will revisit. So yeah, is there anything you want to ask me at the end of this session? Is there anything in particular you're like, no, quick, I just need you to answer this question, because I shall. Yes.
Hi, I can't make it next week.
Oh no, you'll get the video.
Okay.
Okay.
How do I get it from you, or?
I will send it to you.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. Okay, we all good? You want to unmute yourselves? So I'm just going to say well done, Paula. Thanks for coming. Yeah? You're going to be pushing yourself, but you're totally going to be there. And none of these guys started out like, none of us got out of bed doing this stuff. Yeah? It takes time. So don't worry. You're going to do it. Yeah? Got you. And yeah, the same. If you can't attend and you've paid for a block, I send the videos out. There are people who have paid for the block who will get a video, which is why the video is there, and I cover everything as well, just in case they're at a certain level. So it's all love, man. It's all love. Okay, well done. We've done well. It's good for a Wednesday. And I will see you beautiful people next Wednesday. Yeah? Okay? So have a really good week. Practice those spins. Think about the lines of your body. Think about the timing, and just try not to get bits of you involved that don't need to be involved. Just isolate movement, and you will get it, I promise. Okay? Alright, I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna go. Well done, folks. Catch you on the flip. Bye bye.